Welcome back, everyone. We're diving deep today into The Richest Man in Babylon.
Yeah.
Classic, right? This
Yes.
book, it's like packed with financial wisdom, but it's old, really old, like ancient Babylon old. So our mission today, we're going beyond just like skimming the surface. We're
Yeah.
figuring out how this ancient advice can help you right now in the 21st century with like your money and all.
Absolutely. It's amazing how relevant these principles still are.
Totally. We've got the 7 cures for a lean purse,
Those are great.
the 5 laws of gold, so much to unpack.
Definitely.
And the thing is, building wealth, it's not about like winning the lottery or like some magic trick. It's about habits.
Habits, consistency.
Exactly. Simple, time-tested habits. So let's jump into those 7
That
cures.
sounds good.
One that I always think about is start thy purse to fattening.
Oh, that's a classic.
That's about saving. Saving at least 10% of what you make.
At least 10%. Yeah.
But I feel like there's more to it than just like putting money in a jar, isn't there?
Totally. It's really about shifting your mindset, paying yourself first. It's about prioritizing your financial well-being before anything else.
Right. Like telling your money where to go instead of being like, where did it all go?
Exactly. And that leads to one of the most powerful concepts, compound interest.
Okay, so compound interest. Is that like still a big deal these days? I mean, the economy's a little
It's
crazy.
huge, possibly more important now than ever. The rule of 72, if you heard of that.
I feel like I have. But remind me.
So you divide 72 by whatever your interest rate is, and you get the number of years it takes for your money to double.
Wait, really?
Yep.
Wow. That's insane.
So even with like average returns, if you save consistently,
Yeah.
invest wisely. Your money can just grow and grow.
Like exponentially.
Exactly.
Wild. Okay, another cure that I find super interesting.
Yeah.
Make thy dwelling a profitable investment.
Interesting one.
So it's saying, like, owning your home can help build wealth.
Yeah, it's a classic path.
But not just like
No.
any home, at any cost, right?
Yeah, exactly. And the book warns about that.
Okay, good.
Don't overextend yourself.
Makes sense.
A home should be a source of stability.
Not a burden.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want it to be a weight dragging you down financially.
So again, it's about making smart choices
Right.
that work for you,
Yep.
for your goals.
Absolutely.
Now, while we're chatting about this, think about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which of these 7 cures right now speaks to you the most?
It's a good question.
What's one tiny change you could start doing today
Yeah.
to, start building your own path to like financial peace?
Financial well-being.
Exactly. Okay, let's switch gears
Okay.
to the legendary
Here we go.
5 laws of gold.
Yeah.
These are like the rules.
The guiding principles.
Yes, for attracting and keeping wealth. But honestly, the second law, gold flees the greedy. It kind of makes me think, doesn't that go against like being ambitious about money?
I can see why you'd say that. But it's not saying don't be ambitious. It's more about making sure that ambition is balanced with like patience and smart decisions. Because greed,
Yeah,
it can make you impulsive.
makes sense.
You start chasing those like risky investments, the get-rich-quick schemes.
Oh, totally. It's like everywhere these days, right?
Yeah.
Meme stocks, crypto going crazy,
Exactly. It's a modern gold rush. And that's where the 5th law comes in.
which is
Gold avoids the uninformed. Knowledge is power with finances.
okay.
So how do you, stay on top of all the investment options out there? What's your strategy?
I think it's about finding a balance.
Yeah.
Stay informed, but don't get caught up in all the hype.
Right. Be cautious.
Yeah, like the book says, gold clings to the protection of the cautious owner who invests under the advice of men wise in its handling.
Wise words.
Seriously. And the thing about The Richest Man in Babylon, it's not just some old story, right?
No, not at all.
It gives real practical advice that's surprisingly relevant today,
Oh, for sure.
like automating your savings. That's like putting your wealth building on autopilot.
It really is. And it's a perfect example of that first law we talked about. Gold comes gradually and in small sums to the man who saves and invests it wisely. Automating even small amounts regularly. Huge difference over time.
It's all about consistency, huh?
Consistency and that compounding effect.
I love it. And it takes away that like emotional factor.
Oh, absolutely. Emotions can lead to bad financial decisions.
For sure. And then there's this concept of building a diversified investment portfolio, which to me sounds like a modern way of saying don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Exactly. Diversification is key. It's about managing risk. The book doesn't talk about stocks and bonds specifically, but the idea of spreading your risk. across different ventures. That's the same timeline.
That's right.
Okay.
So here's a question for everyone listening.
Okay.
As you're thinking about your own finances, your own goals, what are those big dreams? And how could you use like this Babylonian wisdom to make them happen? Could you automate some savings, maybe diversify your investments a bit more?
Great question.
Maybe even find an advisor, someone who's wise in the handling of gold.
The principles in this book, they've lasted for centuries because they tap into something fundamental
Yeah.
about human nature,
Uh-huh.
about how wealth works. It's about being patient, disciplined, and smart.
The richest man in Babylon reminds us,
Yeah.
building wealth. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Well said.
Start small, stay consistent, and watch your financial future totally transform. You got this.
Absolutely.
That's it for a deep dive today.
Until next time.
See ya.
Bye.